Today, Ash Wednesday, is the beginning of Lent for Catholics around the world. It's a time for prayer, giving, and also fasting. With that in mind, Catholics cannot eat meat on Fridays, and on Ash Wednesday, you must fast also. I thought this shrimp omelet would be great. You'll need jalapenos, you'll need shrimp, you'll need eggs, and you'll need some cheese. Now, with real butter, you're going to saute those jalapenos. Then you're going to add some cooked shrimp. You don't have to cook it very long. It's already cooked, so just basically warm it up. And then you're going to add your eggs to it. Scramble them up, or you could even do an omelet if you prefer, but it's all going to taste basically the same. When it's almost cooked, you're going to add some cheese, and then you're going to mix that around until you have this piece de resistance that is perfect for Lent. A beautiful shrimp omelet with cheese and jalapenos for those days of fasting. And if you're not a Catholic, it won't hurt you to eat really healthy.
Cooler
like
with
that.
ice. Got my temperature set up. Okay.
30 degrees, 30.4.
Yep. And you sprinkle a little bit on top of your ice. That's all you need for 20 pounds of ice.
Holy smokes, it's dropping fast. 13 degrees, it dropped it that fast?
Retail price $7.99. We're doing a show special at the Pacific Coast Sports Fishing Show, and it's $5 flat rate. Anybody to purchase a deckhand kill bag gets a free 12-ounce Pacific Edition colder ice brine. Right now, 5.9 degrees.
It's worth its weight in gold. Tell you, the quality
Exactly.
of fish, what a difference.
Yeah, we started at 30.6. It's already below. It's already getting to 27.
I can get ice in a kill bag to for about 6 days.
It's down to 18 degrees. Pretty dang impressive, to be honest with you. I mean,
Any deckhand sports bag, you get a free exclusive Pacific Ocean Edition 12
Pretty cool.
ounce. I will be located in the Your Saltwater Guide booth. Come see me, Calico Chris, at the Your Saltwater Guide booth to redeem your free 12 ounce cold ice brine. The shelf life is indefinite.
so I almost can't see a reason not to buy it. Take them, put them on your boat, and you're good to go. That's
So right
crazy.
there, we've dropped it 20 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's at 12 degrees right now. This is pretty dang amazing. 12 degrees now, much better than 30 degrees. You know, when you're trying to keep your ice and your fish in a better condition, we all know that getting the temperature down quickly is what you want to do. Just by this small demonstration, I definitely recommend you guys.
Jason Cusera from Long Beach, California, has been fishing the Southern California surf for over 30 years. And just moments ago today, he caught the fish of a lifetime fishing near Seal Beach, California. He was fishing for smaller perch down around Bolsa Chica State Beach. Fishing was slow due to some really high surf, so he moved to Seal Beach where he hooked a monster of a fish. After a long, extended battle, Jason beached this beautiful 35-inch striper, a beautiful striped bass caught in the Southern California surf. And like a true sportsman, he released his trophy fish unharmed to live to fight another day. Nice going, Jason. What a catch in Seal Beach, California.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, damn. Beautiful fish, bro. Good job, man.
Snapping, baby.
Look at this. Whoa. Nice fish. Double. Oh. Full speed this afternoon on the Independence. Look at this. Bit. Fish coming to gap. Nice, Curtis. Way to go. Look at that jig. Nice going. Pandemonium.
Loving it.
Curtis put the stick in it. Nice gap. Here, boys. Nice one. Weather. Nice fish, Phil. Yes, sir. Way to go. Spider. Get him. Nice fish, Pat. Thank you. Love it. Nice fish.
Come to the Independence, you catch fish.
Nice fish. Way to go. Nice, Chuck. Way to go. Whoa, more fish coming on the deck. Incredible. Everybody on the boat.
Before we get started on today's morning briefing, don't forget, if you're headed to Ensenada, you're going to want to give Zeke Casas a call. Only 15 minutes from downtown, but just check out that spectacular view while in Ensenada, Baja California Norte. And if that garage door is giving you a problem, then you're going to want to call your garage door man. That's Joe Welker. Tax problems? Nobody better than our friend Tim Marquez. Tim's been doing taxes for 35 years. Give the tax man a call today. And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, you're going to want to talk to our dear friend John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning.
Good morning, my dear friends. It is Ash Wednesday. It is absolutely beautiful. I thought we'd have pouring rain here this morning, but a gorgeous sunrise this beautiful Ash Wednesday in Southern California is greeting us. There is no wind, and I don't know if you can see it that well or not, but the seas are perfectly calm. It is absolutely beautiful here this morning. Hey, by the way, just before we get going, Pat O'Brien, the great captain of the Aloha Spirit, he runs out of Cisco Sport Fishing in Oxnard, California, and he's been out sniffing around with a private boat, and he's come up with some nice halibut and some white sea bass. I think it's a sign of things to come. We've been pointing out to you all year long, and even last year, how much squid has been in the local environment and what a magnet that is for predators like sea bass and halibut and yellowtail and so much more. We're going to add some more predators to our beaches here shortly on, of course, speaking of Pat O'Brien, St. Patrick's Day, we're going to have our first grunion run of the year, and that really gets the surf rocking and rolling. So I am excited about all of that. Boy, I'll tell you, the rain is just starting to fall. Tomorrow's going to be a really windy day, and it's going to bleed into Friday, but the PCS show is almost here. But with this rain starting to fall, looking so ominous, I just wish there was a way I could go back to yesterday in that beautiful, sunny, warm wintertime weather. But what a fool I am. I'm going to have to stand here in the rain. Welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. Ash Wednesday tomorrow. The PCS show opens up. You know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Hey, I'm no dummy. Let me tell you, I could see the forecast for all of this rain and wind and everything else. So I came down and decided to do the morning briefing the afternoon before. So I hope you don't mind that, but I will add anything into this morning briefing for Ash Wednesday that needs to be added in. Hey, if you don't mind, hit that like button. We deeply appreciate it when you do that. Also, if you could subscribe to the Freedman Adventures YouTube channel, that would be fantastic. Tick that little bell. You'll be notified when there is new content. And also, you can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Apple Podcast and Spotify. It is great to be with you all. Well, there is a lot to talk about. And of course, first and foremost, the PCS show is tomorrow, and that is going to be absolutely fantastic. Can't wait for that show. I'm not going to be able to make it up there on Thursday, but I'll be there Friday. I'll be there Saturday. I'll be there Sunday. I'll be hanging around Sam De La Torre's booth, Island Fishing Tackle, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. And then I'm going to go over and watch him give a great presentation. And then on Saturday, the plan is I'm going to be with Danny Cadota over at the trout pond, hoping my grandson can make it. Danny's grandkids will be there, and they'll be catching trout. And both Danny and I would love to see you there at the trout pond. PCS show, 12 noonish on Saturday. That's going to be a lot of fun, and that is going to be one heck of a show. Don't forget our surf fishing extravaganza. I can't think of a better way to start my birthday than with you. And that'll be March the 23rd. We'll be down on Anderson and Pacific Coast Highway down there in Sunset Beach, California, about a mile or two south of Pacific Coast Highway and Seal Beach Boulevard, where you find Big Fish Bait and Tackle. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to have a raffle. We're going to have great surf fishing. We might have some food, man, as this goes along, it's going to evolve, and I'll keep you in touch right here on the morning briefing. But Sunday, March the 23rd, you're invited. It's going to be so much fun. It's right here. There's free parking there. And this time, when you walk out of the beach, that's where we're going to be fishing. You don't have to make the long trek down here to Surfside. All right, let's get into it with you all. Let's talk Mexico briefly. Right now, Cabo San Lucas, there is some pretty good fishing going on offshore. If you can find those yellowfin tuna. First, most of the time, you got to find a pot of dolphin, and then you got to hope that there are YFT mixed up with it. If that happens, you have a good chance of catching some fish. There's some smaller rooster fish like the one you see on our thumbnail today. There's been quite a few Sierras, some Pargo. There's also been some other species like even yellowtail, amberjack on the inshore area. So that's good stuff. Keeps you really, really busy. Most of the rest of the southern Baja Peninsula, well, I guess I shouldn't really generalize, but there's a lot of good yellowtail fishing going on. Down there in La Paz, we see it going on at Tail Hunter International, Baja Pirates. We see good fishing going on in Loreto, Baja California. That's been really, really good for the guys at Sea Dog in Loreto. We see it at Mulahay. There's been great yellowtail action going on down there. It's been good. There has been occasional yellowfin. They had a 200-plus pound YFT taken out of Tail Hunter International just the other day in La Paz. So there's some definite surprises, let's put it that way, for you down there. South of the border, they're starting to get some wind 140 miles down below the border, but when there's no wind, you got a chance in San Quintin to catch a yellowtail or two or three or four or five. Sometimes it gets really good on the surface iron, and sometimes it's non-existent. It's just early because we're still in winter time chronologically. The water's a little cool, and when it is that way, fish like yellowtail are very inconsistent. They'll bite some days and they won't bite other days. One thing that is consistent, however, is the rockfish bite. It can be phenomenal. Really, really great rock fishing going on there, as it is down there 120 miles at Punta Colonet, where we've seen boats out of San Diego going down there and doing a number on the lingcod and the reds and the rockfish, the old Glory, with a great trip. Here recently, we saw the Pacific Voyager, the Tribute. These guys running out of San Diego, heading down there right now, have been doing fantastic on the bottom stuff, which brings us 60, 70 miles below the border to beautiful Ensenada, where we have been seeing some outstanding rock fishing going on. A lot of lings and rockfish, salmon grouper and vermilions and so much more there out of Ensenada. Some guys will concentrate in the Estero on halibut, and some of those guys catch, all kinds of stuff. Butterfly rays and shovel-nosed shark. It gets kind of crazy down there with some pretty darn good fishing indeed inside. And then you can catch a few calicos and sand bass, but mostly you're going to be focused on rockfish, sheephead, whitefish, that kind of stuff. And there's not a darn thing wrong with that kind of fishing. It can be quite good, and we've seen it in Ensenada. All right, up here in the good old USA, man, we got some weather on our hands here for a few days. In fact, we've got rain today. That was the forecast as I stand here the day before Ash Wednesday. But for all practical purposes, this is Ash Wednesday, okay? And we're going to have rain most of Wednesday, it sounds like. And then we're going to have some windy conditions on Thursday, maybe bleed into Friday also. And then we're going to have a pretty darn nice weekend if you want to get out and try to wet a line and you're not going to the PCS show. You got to go to the show one day at least. And I don't think you can see the entire show in one day. You're going to need two. But we're trying to get you on the fishing zone here. And again, the weekend looks good. But from now, Ash Wednesday, until probably Saturday, you're going to be weathered in here in SoCal. As you're looking at this ocean right now, this was Tuesday afternoon. Wink, wink. It's Ash Wednesday. And you can see it's just starting to come up. The wind is starting to come up. It's blowing about 12 knots right now, probably 12 maybe. And the ocean's just starting to get a little snotty. We'll see where we go from here and keep watching it for you. But it's supposed to get a lot of worse, and it's going to get really nasty on Thursday. We're going to have the rain on Wednesday, but the wind on Thursday bleeding into Friday. And that's where the danger comes in from not only being out on a boat, but even surf fishing or being on rocks and jetties. It can get quite dangerous. We lose people every single year. I mean, people die getting washed off the rocks or getting knocked into the surf. So please exercise extreme caution when we have inclement weather as we are having. So along the coast here on the boats, we're catching sheephead, we're catching sculpin, we're catching whitefish, we're catching sand dabs, halibut. Those are the species that are predominant right now in Southern California. We do catch some pretty good sand and calico bass, and that might return again here for the weekend. San Diego's had some pretty good sand bass bites on the Premier down there. The Dolphin, they've been doing pretty darn well. And also we've seen some good fishing on bass up there at Marina del Rey. They've done good, especially on their twilight trips. With daytime on the Spitfire, they've had some really good trips. And Dana War Sport Fishing released a whole bunch of short bass the other day. Good action and fun times, no doubt about that. Up on the Aloha Spirit, they had 5 halibut a few days ago. Up here in the San Pedro and adjacent areas, it's been a little slow on the halibut. About time for that all to change. Grunion Run, first of the year, is going to be March the 17th, St. Patrick's Day. And that's when things really start to get active here in the surf. All of those little grunion move up on the beach, and the predators are not far behind. So that is all really, really good stuff. And of course, we're excited about our surf fishing event March the 23rd, because that's right in the middle of a grunion run. And sometimes during the grunion run, in the daytime, the fish have been feeding all night long and they just don't want to bite. Sometimes it really is that way. And then you get about a week away from the grunion run and it's full speed, get to the grunion run again, and then daytime fishing slows down. And we're right in between the first grunion run of 2025. I'm very excited about that. I think that's really going to go well. Don't forget, if you book a trip out of Ventura Sport Fishing right now, you'll save 20% any date at all. Just look at your calendar, get your dates situated, and then give them a call if they're at 805-676-3474. That's how you can save some money and fish on the Island Spirit. Nothing like fishing on the Island Spirit out of Ventura Sport Fishing. And the El Patron out of Long Beach Sport Fishing right now. As we speak, they're putting brand new engines in that rig. She's gonna be purring all the way to Catalina Island for the rest of this year. LongBeachSportFishing.org to get more information on when she's going to start her run again. It's just going to be a couple more weeks, I think, and she'll be back on the run. That's going to be fantastic. Range fishing, I want to tell you that the Red Rooster 3 is moving up on Hurricane Bank. Another day or so of travel. They'll be down about 1,000 miles. And we're anticipating they're going to come up with some more yellowfin tuna and wahoo. It's been pretty good. The Royal Star was last boat down there, and they had good fishing, so that was good to see. Don't forget, we're on the Independence in late April, and you can book that trip. There's a little bit of room left on that trip, starting to fill up, because everybody's in on the fact that that bluefin and yellowfin tuna that you're seeing on our Independence Freedom Adventures videos didn't go anywhere. It's still there. Man, I'm telling you, that April trip's going to be great. You can book it by going to www.independencesportfishing.com, or better yet, go see Paulina. She's there at the Independence booth at the PCS Show. She's fantastic. She's a lovely person. She'll answer all of your questions and get you situated on that great Freeman Adventures trip. Here in the surf, as I mentioned, we're watching for halibut. We've seen a little bit of that as the Pelican Patrol goes by me here right now. So we've seen a little bit of that going on, but not a whole lot. As we move, I tell you, toward those grunion runs, that should improve. We're seeing a little bit more yellowfin croaker, a few spot fin croaker, mostly bar perch in this cooler water. And don't forget, big fish, bait and tackle, right down there on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. Hey, by the way, right now, 15% off everything in the store. At least, I think it's everything. Maybe sale items, no. But 50 on rods, on reels, on everything they have in the store at Big Fish Bait and Tackle. 15% off from March 4th through March 9th. You'd be crazy not to take advantage of it. And we'll have a special for March 23rd also, where you can get in there and get your bait and tackle at a reduced price for sure. Guaranteed, we'll make that happen for you that day. You just want to stay tuned here on the morning briefing, or stay tuned with us on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll keep you updated with regard to that. All right, my friends, wishing you a wonderful Ash Wednesday. If you happen to be a Catholic and you're getting into Lent now, well, you know, you have 40 days to make a sacrifice or two, or do something positive for yourself. And when I say that, I mean walk a little bit more, eat a little more healthy, do those kinds of things for yourself, and you'll feel so much better and be able to help more people as you go along. All right, really a beautiful day here. Starting to get windy though. And once again, I'm no dummy. I'm not standing out in the rain on Ash Wednesday morning. I got this finished up for you. And of course, in post-production, I'll be able to add in if somebody catches something crazy, I'll let you know about it. As always, I can't thank you enough for being here on the morning briefing. Have a great one. I hope to see you at the PCS Show. It starts tomorrow. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you see me, I don't care how busy I look like I am. I don't care if it looks like I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. Please come by and let me thank you for your great support. You mean the world to me. I can't thank you enough. Have a great one, and I hope to see you really, really soon.